Hey, it's me. Me with a runny nose in the morning. When you have allergies. I've already taken 2 Benadryl and a Dayquil. And my nose has decided not to dry up yet. But anyway, good morning. What day is this? Let me see. What day is this? This is Tuesday. And it's September the 17th, 2013. And am I making you drunk in my swing? I just love my swing. Anyway, today's the day I go back for my 6-week checkup for my vein surgeries. I had 3 vein surgeries a while back. And if the camera can see my legs, you can see all the holes they poked in my legs. I don't know what looks worse, the vein or the holes they poked in me. Hey, Barney, did you come to be in my video today? There's one of my kitty cats. Anyway, I was just going to tell you what I've been doing. Let me see, when was my last vlog? When did we go see Lanita? We went to see Lanita on some day. Isn't it terrible, your memory, when your brain is 63 years old? We went to see Lanita on Saturday. Because, or was it Sunday? I think it was Saturday. That was the day they moved her back into her room. And so she was back in the memory unit, and Jerry and I went to visit her. Now, Lanita's Jerry's mother, and she has Alzheimer's. And so she's in an Alzheimer's facility in Kingfisher, which is where she lived for 35 years. And it's where she chose to go back 4 years ago. So that's why she's not here in Kingston. We wish she was here in Kingston, but she isn't. But anyway, we went to see her, and they have this kind of main room, you know, where all the people sit, kind of like a big living room. And then they have chairs, like recliners, and comfy chairs all lined up in a row. And so all the grannies and the grandpas sit there, and they all watch the same TV, only the TV wasn't working because the guy that moved everybody back in the memory unit didn't have the TVs hooked up yet. Her TV wasn't hooked up in her room either. So I walked over to her, gave her a hug. She was delighted to see me, of course, and I noticed that her fingernails were long and jagged. It makes me so mad when I find her like that. So anyway, I got in my purse, got in my makeup bag, I found a nail clipper, I found a nail file, and so I sat there for the next 30-45 minutes and did a manicure on her. And while I was doing that, Jerry went into her room to make sure that everything was hooked up the way it was supposed to be and put back where it was supposed to be, and everything looked really good. And of course it's all brand new, you know, because of the flood. They had to redo the walls, and they put wood floors, so Mom has a brand new wood floor. It's really nice. I didn't take my camera that day. I guess I should have. But anyway, she looked nice, and she was in a real good mood. I did the manicure on her, and then we went in to have lunch with her. They set up a table for us, separate from all the other grannies and the grandpas. And we sat at the table, the 3 of us, and had lunch. And of course, as always, when Mom was in her right mind, she always tries to feed everybody but herself. And she kept giving me her potato chips, and she kept giving Jerry her fruit cocktail. But finally, we got her to eat her own dinner. I wanted to tell you about the 2 funny people. When we first put Mom in there, she was just in there with like 1 other person. And now it's full. I think there's 8 rooms back there, and 7 of them are full. So there's seven people with dementia back there. One of the ladies was a new lady. I hadn't seen her before. And every 5 minutes, the lady would say, they'd say, "Come on," whatever her name was, "come on, it's time to eat dinner." She'd say, "Well, I can't, I'm going home." And she'd start to walk for the door. And she'd go over to the door. And it's a door that they can get out, but this big alarm goes off every time, so the people there know if somebody went out. And it takes you out into a fenced-in backyard where you can sit or walk if you want to. So, everybody's trying to have lunch. This lady says she's going home. She goes out the door, and beep, 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 beep. This alarm goes off. It's just ear-shattering. So, somebody has to go over to the door, reset it, bring that granny back in, take her back into the kitchen. Here, 5 minutes later, here she comes. "Well, I'm going home." Out she walks, and she goes over to that door again. Beep, 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 beep. Loud alarm going off. It could drive you crazy. So then the worker lady goes out and gets her and brings her back in. And takes her in. And sits her down at the table to eat her dinner. Here, 5 minutes later. "Well, I'm going home now." Out she goes out the door again. not kidding you. She must have done it 25 times while we were there. And then that's one lady, and I don't know what her name was. It doesn't matter anyway. But then there was this guy. I only saw this one guy, and he was the cutest thing. He was skinny, and he was really old, and his name was George. And when I was giving Mom her manicure, he walked over to me, and he said, "Hey, you know what?" And I said, "No, what?" And he said, "You see that street over there?" And the street over there, he was pointing to the door that they can't get out of. He said, "That street over there, you can't go down that street. But if you go down this street over here, it's open and you can go down it." Well, that street was the one that goes beep, 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 beep every time you open the door. So anyway, I really liked George. He was really cute. And when they asked him to go in and eat his dinner, he actually did it. Everybody was really well behaved. All of the other people never spoke a word. Oh, yes, there was this one other lady. I almost forgot about her. Oh, she was the biggest hoot of all. I can't remember her name. Oh, I don't know what her name was. Her name was Vera or Vina or something. I don't know. But anyway, I was standing there outside Mom's room. Mom was in her chair and everybody else was in their chair, and I was standing there. I had just checked Mom's room and I'd come out. And here comes this lady. And I thought she had come in from outdoors because she was all dressed up. She had on black slacks, and she had on this real nice long sleeve print blouse, and she had a real nice black handbag hanging on her arm. And so she's standing there like this, and she's got lipstick on and eye makeup on, and her hair is all fixed. And one of the other ladies went up to her and said, "Oh my goodness, Vera, you just look beautiful today." And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, she's just fibbing. She doesn't know what she's talking about." And I said, "No, you really do look nice today. That's such a nice blouse." And so then she went walk around somewhere. I don't know where she went. And I went back and sat down next to Mom. And it just so happened that Jerry's aunt was there, Aunt Betty Jane. And she said to me, "Joy, that woman's crazy." She said, "You wouldn't believe what she stuffs in that purse. She goes in everybody's room and she thinks she's shopping, and she picks things up and she puts them in her purse." And then she carries it around, and people have to go back in her room and retrieve their belongings. Oh, I just thought that was a hoot and a half. Anyway, I think I'd really love working there and get to know all those little grannies and grandpas. They're just so funny. Anyway, that was Nita. There was a few little problems in her room, but I'll get those taken care of. And let me see, then what happened? Then Jerry worked all day Sunday here, working on our computers. He had to put some new program in that we sell our stuff by and keep track of all our sales. It's called Point of Sale. So he had to do that. So I cut out the real blouse for Lou, not the muslin, the real blouse. And I'll post some pictures of it and show it to you. You know, Lou is very tall. She's very beautiful, and she's very tall. And, of course, Phyllis, you know, comes up to her elbow. But she's not that much taller than I am. So I thought her blouse was so pretty. Are you guys drunk from watching me swing? Or do you wish you were here with me? I got her blouse done, except for the sleeves. I got it sewed together at the shoulders, and I got the bust darts in, and I got the side seams in. And so I put it in an envelope, and I'm sending it today for her to try it on. But it is so beautiful. I actually tried it on myself and took a picture of it, so I'll post that so you can see it. So let me see what else is new. Oh, it's Doctor Day. Did I tell you it's Doctor Day? And I'm going to the vein doctor. But before I go to the vein doctor, Jerry has to go to the skin doctor. Poor Jerry. He has had more things burned and cut off his face and his nose. Now he has this place up here that they've already operated on 3 different times. But there's another little place, and he has to have it cut out today. So he gets that done at 2 o'clock. And then at 4 o'clock, I have to be in a town that's about 30 minutes south of that town. You know, it's down in Sherman, Texas, to see my doctor. And so after that, I get to be taken out to a nice place for dinner tonight, because in Sherman, Texas, it's actually a real town, and you can pick whatever restaurant you want to and go to it for dinner. So it'll be date night for me tonight. Hopefully Jerry won't be drowsy or anything. They told me he wouldn't be. They said they're just going to give him a local. So hopefully he'll be in a good mood and we can get done what I want to get done. So I'm losing my voice. I need a drink. Excuse me for coughing. When I talk, I cough. And I think that's it for today. And I'm so glad that you came by and got to swing with me. And until my next post, bye. I gotta run over there and turn this camera off.